3 months back as part of his wellness. And the right side picture shows that he's very happy. This picture is just a couple of days back. And this patient is in Denmark. And Dr. B.K. Modi, he is a glaring example of the wellness by stem cells. He's 72 years and he is working day and night. And since the age of 65, every alternate year, he takes stem cells. So we have a lot of examples where people are enjoying the wellness and the high energetic action and the life activity by using stem cells. Just a reference that one of this spray has come not in India but in other countries, where they claim that it is a bio spray, which is just an enzyme. You can use it as a pre-COVID just hygiene, and even during COVID, they say that even if there is a fungus or the virus, it can be killed by that, and in the post-COVID also time. But this is not currently available in India. Thank you. So now I will just exit from here. Stop. Okay. Yeah. So as we are discussing about the role of the stem cells in COVID, I just wanted to tell you basics. These stem cells are the basic units of the body, are the basic cells of the body, which have the capacity to make the cells of his own type and different types. So they are the basic soldiers for repair, regeneration in the body. And till 10-15 years back, it was not in too much of sight and people were not aware of it. But in the last 10 years, this branch has grown like anything, and in several intractable diseases, it is being used. And not only in the life-threatening diseases, it is being used as a part of the wellness. And as I have shown you that so many persons are using it regularly as a part of wellness, and they are even at the elderly age group leading the life like a young person. So that is very important. So it has a preventive role also and the curative role also. And these stem cells are not that difficult to get, because you can get your own stem cells from your blood also, from bone marrow, fat also. Okay, so there are so many ways to get your stem cells. As I told you, either you can get it stimulated also by various methods in the wellness centers. And these exosomes, I already told you, this is a new coming up thing. So if you have any specific questions regarding the stem cells, I would like to answer that. Yeah, Preeti?
Thank you so much, Dr. Rajput. I'm sure the participants would have really enjoyed this talk. Stem cells are so futuristic, and we know that longevity is going to depend a lot on stem cells. So I'm sure they would have found it extremely useful. Now, can I request all the doctors? There are a few questions that we've got from the participants. So I'll just read some of them out, and I'll just request the doctors to take them. Just 1 second. So I'll just quickly read out some of the questions. I'll read it out one by one, some of the relevant questions. How long does the vaccine generally provide immunity? Would Dr. Bhandari like to take that question?
Yes, ma'am. Most of the influenza vaccines give immunity for 10 to 12 months. You must have seen various influenza vaccines which are being used for years together. They need to be repeated every yearly. COVID is also a kind of influenza, but definitely a different kind of a virus. And the vaccines are being used first time. And so far, it is a presumption that the immunity imparted by vaccine, especially after the booster dose, may last for an year. But still, it has to be studied and it has to be reviewed because this is the first time it is being used. But with the track record of influenza vaccine imparting immunity for an year, it is presumed, but this could be less or more with the COVID vaccination.
Sure. Just a related question again from Ambika Lohani. What she's asking is, as the government has increased the time gap between the doses of Covishield, is this the right step? And maybe more so because obviously one is supposed to get immunity more so after getting both the shots of COVID. So would it be risky to have a huge time gap, or do you think this is okay?
No, I think this is a very scientific. The COVID vaccination is happening first time. If I give an example of hepatitis B vaccine, it is a vaccination program of 3 doses on day 1, day 30 and day 180. Am I correct? That third shot, that is second booster dose, is given after 180 days. Scientifically, greater the gap between the first and the booster dose, better is the immunity response. So it was a learning going on. Initially, it was a 28 days, then it was a 6 to 8 weeks, and now it is 12 to 16 weeks. It is in the interest of a patient that the booster dose brings the better immune response. So probably it is going to be very effective, and it is a very thoughtful, scientifically driven outcome. So I think it sounds logical. You stand protected even after first dose partially, but the true protection comes 2 weeks after the booster dose, which is scheduled for 12 to 16 weeks in case of Covishield. Yeah.
Right. And also, like you mentioned, that you do get some immunity after the first dose. So say if somebody is taken a first dose and gets COVID after a month, to what extent does it provide immunity? Maybe
Now, secondly, as I told to you, vaccination is no